All right, so we're back. Market's gonna close here in about a minute or so. Test 1, 2. Make sure everything is right, so we can get busy. All right, so let's see. Yeah, everything looks good here. All right, so what do we got? We got Amazon. I'm gonna try to say Amazon and Apple at the same time. We got Amazon. We got Apple, and we got Google earnings coming out. I got the you can't see it, but I got the watch list kind of set up, and I guess I can see if they move now. Looking at the charts real quick, hold on, let's go. I know Apple's gonna come out at 4:30. It always does. So I'm gonna say my guess is Amazon's gonna come out first. Amazon is up 7.28% for the day just by looking at the performance for the day. I mean, baseball just pitched everybody, it allowed everybody to just get them softball pitches thrown at them, and it's set up for them to just kind of hit it out the park. But I don't know, man. They just by looking at what they did today, they ran into the numbers. So we'll see what happens. I'm trying to bring up the chart. I'm just a little distracted here. All right, so I got Google. This is the minute chart. You can see how it just jumped. And let me remove this drawing. See how it just jumped up, opened, got the gap, right? And just they held. It's amazing. This orange line was resistance, and it popped over it, and it just stayed up there. Okay, that's cool. Let's look at Amazon. Amazon did the same thing. I think this is the resistance line. I'm on the minute chart right here. So let me zoom out. I like using, yeah, so it's right there. Let's just call it right there at resistance. Yeah, kind of hung out there all day. So let's see, right? Let's see what it does. We're just waiting. I'm going to say Amazon's going to be first, and just look at Google. I wanted to do a video on, did we just look at this? Yeah, Google's over, slightly over, right? Just hanging out. They all held their grounds today. The stock I'm in, kind of gave up some, but Tesla reported earnings. Gosh, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I was gonna make a video on each and every one and what my opinion was. I can't do that now. I got tied up for the day, and I didn't get back in time to make videos. So we're just gonna do it live, right? I had no intention to do it live, but here we are. So look, it's even better. So you can, hey, we can see the pop together. You could, or the drop. You could ask any questions or new things you might have going on or whatever, and we could talk about it together. I don't call I thought the camera went. I don't call myself an expert or nothing. I'm just a regular guy, just like you. But we could talk about things together. Anyway, so let's see. I got 3 people in here. Thank you for watching, man. Subscribe, hit the bell, hit the comments, so all that stuff, and say what's up, man. What is your trade? What do you got? Any trades going on? I have nothing. I have nothing on the table for today's moment, which sucks, but I kind of don't really do that. I don't do the earnings thing, and I kind of just talked about my position. I'm just a long-term now buy and hold kind of guy, but I do. Listen, I got TSLL. I do play that, but I got the shares, right? I just own, that's the Tesla 1.5 bull, right? ETF. It's amazing how you can have an ETF with the one stock in it. I like that. The options on that is incredible, right? It's a low price stock. Now it is. I think it opened at 25 when it came out. Now it's like $8, maybe it's $11 now, and you could just play the options on that 1.5. They got that for, I think, Amazon and Google, all them big heavyweight tech stocks. So this is the TSLL. It's up 5.64 today. Damn, didn't 61 cents. These $11.43. I sold the 9 puts. It only lasted like 2 weeks. I sold them for 90 cents. Right there, 10%, $900, 10%, $90. It's already at $11, right? So thank you. So it's like the premiums on these is nice, if you're an option seller. So right, 15 days out, you could sell this 11. Let's say call it 11, right? For basically, let's call it 85 cents. That's huge, right? So I like this. I like playing around with this particular ETF, and there's others on the big heavyweights. I just don't know them by heart. Okay, so let's go back to the charts. And yeah, everything kind of still looks the same right now. So got 5 people in here. Hey, babe, you want to say what's up? You want to say what's up? She was like, I can come on camera now. And I was like, all right. While we waiting. Y'all want to see my babes? If y'all know my babe, she's getting ready to come on camera. She's chewing. All right, she's saying she's got food in her mouth. You can see yourself. Oops. Right there. Right. Look right here. Keep getting close. Oh, you know what? It's a little delayed action. A little delayed reaction. There she goes. Why are you way over there?
I want to try this side.
Okay, she wants to try that side. So, you got any? You want to help me do some technical analysis?
What? If you asked me which way it's gonna go?
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So let me see. Make sure none of these pop yet. No, it still looks the same. Let me know though if. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let's pull up. Let's pull up Amazon. All right. So that's enough about the Tesla leveraged. Hold on. Might have to. I might have to pull up this. Yeah, there's Amazon right now. It's trade. Okay, it's just super active. Here's the minute chart right here. I don't have the overnight on my regular chart, so I have it over here. So I might have to. I can't. If I detach this, you guys won't even see it. Right there's the chart right there. You can see. I don't think it came out yet. Oh no, it did come out. Amazon guides Q1 sales 121 to 126 billion. That's still a lot of money for it. That's $40 billion a month. You know, and I can't read the rest of that. And Amazon sees course. So it's holding. It's hanging in there. That's what that's what I'm looking at. So they coming out. I don't know what the earnings is other than that. But they closed at 112.91 and it's trading. Okay, it's $2 down, but it ran into the number. It was up 7% today. So what's happening right now? I think that's a good thing, right? It's going lower. Anyway, but as long as it doesn't give that 7% back, I'm gonna say we're good. And we really want these tech stocks to kind of hang in there so we can kind of confirm the tech rally. The tech rally is on. Right, so Amazon's doing its thing. It's just it just. I wish it was able to pop past the resistance, but it just didn't do that. What is up, JRH? How is that food? Oh yeah. We went to where did we go?
Texas Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse. I didn't want to put it out there just in case people come visit me while I'm over there. Starbucks miss. Where you had that feeling. Remember, it was running into the Forgot about Starbucks. It was running into the number. I mean, it was almost at all-time highs. It was like crazy. Let me see. Yeah, they trading that. They're down $2 now. 75-cent misses. EPS 70.75 misses 0.7 estimate sales. I gotta open this up. It's the only way I can read that. Reported quarterly earnings of 0.75% per share, which missed the analyst consensus of 77 cents. So they missed by 2 cents. This is a 4.17% increase over the 72% the same period. The company reported quarterly sales of 8.71 billion, but missed the analyst estimates. They missed revenue just barely. What was that? Billion was a couple $1 million. This is a 8.2% increase over sales. This is an 8.24% increase over sales over the 8 billion the same period last year. I mean, to me, it's in line. It's not like a huge miss, but they ran into the numbers. It's not even dropping that much. Let me see. It's down $3, but it was up today. No, it was actually down today. Take that back. So okay, it's going down a little further. But if you look at Starbucks, let's bring this window in a little bit. If you look at Starbucks, you can see just hitting highs. Here's the weekly. Damn, let's go to the monthly, right? Just almost an all-time high. So I expected that to happen regardless of what that number was going to be. All right, so Amazon came out. Oh, looks like it's. Well, that's not Amazon. It's 107. It's down 3, 4, $5. It's not. It was up $7. It's holding on to some of the gains, so that's not bad. Whatever happened, that's not bad. I'll take it. And then Google's next, right? I know Apple's gonna be at 430. Google's down about $5. Google 1.5 revenue. Google services revenue. Google 7.6. Damn. You see all these news items right here to my left. Don't look at me to read the news to you because I can't. It's going too fast. I don't know which one it is. All we doing is looking at stock pops. So somebody could tell me if they missed, beat it. I can tell you the number is they down. They was up $7 today. They giving up 5 of it. 4.5. So I don't think that's bad either. I need to change my charts here. Hold on, give me a minute. Sorry, I was a little unprepared. Let's look at the style. Hold on here. Charts. Let's go to price. I want to show past the market. It's in here somewhere. Show extended hours. There we go. And then go to the minute. There we go. Okay. So that is the action on Google. Not bad, right? It's still sitting there at the resistance. Basically, it didn't blow through. It's gonna hang out there a little bit longer. So that I think that's good. We just didn't want to see that that stock that's gonna be down 20%, 10%. And that's not happening. It's not giving up today's gains. It's giving up some, but not all of it. And I think that's actually good news. I mean, they ran already. The meta pop was basically the pop for all of them. So investing sports better. Did you get back into Tesla? Did you that 190 was the top. I think it closed at 187. We hit that 190. I think it went as high as 193. And I thought it was going to take off today. I was like, oh man, 193. And then the next thing you know, it came back down. But how did you finish playing that out? But yeah, okay, so that's Google. So the big one is going to be Apple. Apple always likes to keep you waiting. There's nothing happening here, I'm sure. Yeah, there's nothing. They seem like they're always 4:30 on the dot. So if you were to listen to CNBC or whatever, they'll be talking about Google, they'll be talking about Amazon, and give you maybe just like they got to give them time to talk about them. Make that late appearance. This says Market Watch. Apple and Alphabet and Amazon stock rally ahead of earnings. They are added a total of more than 230 billion to their market caps. Wow. I really wanted to kind of get in here and guess a direction for what was gonna happen. I would have guessed down, because of the pops. The pops were way too strong. I mean, what company is gonna be up 7%? Especially these large mega cap companies, almost $1 trillion companies, if not still. Is Apple? I think Apple's still in the trillions. And can pop 7% and then get an after hours report and then pop another 5 to 7% or whatever. It just seems like it's a little bit too much. So, and being at resistance. So It would almost had to be like a super blowout type, wow, beating whisper numbers kind of thing to really blow, to get in the action after a 7% day. Just think a 7% day is a huge day. What did the, I actually don't even know what the market did today. I'm pulling up CNBC. Even though I got the charts in front of me, it says Ford post ugly. Wow, Ford post ugly fourth quarter, full year net loss as execution issues plague production. We got to look at Ford chart. So the S&P was up 1.5 points. Wow. The Dow was down. So they sold them Dow stocks. The NASDAQ was up 3.25, almost 400 points. The Russell was up 2%. And the VIX, wow, the VIX was up 5% basically. So, okay, that's interesting. All right, let's look at Ford. See what the hell's going on over there. Yeah, Ford is getting hit. What is that, down almost 10%? Yeah, I got to bring up the daily, so the minute. Look at that drop. Look at that. Let me see how that's affecting Tesla. Yeah, a little bit of aftermarket fall. So now it's at 185. Yeah. Come on, Tesla's no Ford. Yeah, look at that cliff. See if I can read anything over here. Ford results were below Ford expectations, attributable in part of execution issues in an environment with supply chain and production instability, resulted in higher costs and lower than planned volumes. Ford sees a fiscal year 23 adjusted EBITDA at $9 billion to $11 billion. That's nice and wide. Earnings per share was 51 cents, which missed the analyst consensus estimate of 62 cents, right? So they was expecting 62. They come in at 51. They missed by 17.75%. They reported quarterly sales of $44 billion, which beat the analyst consensus estimate of $40 billion. And it's a 24% increase over sales of $35 billion the same period last year. So these guys is having execution issues. And I guess that, I don't know. I think that's going to be all of them, man. Let's look at GM. See how they making out on that. Yeah, they down just as well. You see they closed at 220, closed at 41.50. Now they're trading at 40 and a half. And actually, it's kind of all over the place. It's got a bid of 40.4 and an ask of $41. It's really wide. Let's see. Then it's talking about Rivian. Yeah, they all kind of being down. So the only thing else let's look at is Apple. Let me look at Amazon again. It's still hanging in there at 107. That's not bad at all, man. It's only down $4. It's $5 in Google. And Google's down the same, $5, and it was up both $7. So yeah, they holding on to a couple bucks of gains. So that's good. Just good news. I don't care. Let's look at Meta. And how does Meta respond to that? This stock was insane today, up $35, 23%. It is not doing, it's still holding. It's down $2, but for the most part, it's doing nothing based off of Google. And let's go back to, I'll just sit here and keep Apple up. See what's going to happen. Let me clear all these drawings. There it is. So what's going on, y'all? What do you think? You had to make some money today. If you're long, you made some money. If you're short, you got wrecked. This especially just the last couple of when has this rally started? Just it's been actually an incredible rally. It's amazing that the Fed actually spoke and we're still rallying. We actually had the biggest day in a long time for the Nasdaq to be up three and a third. Wow, that's like a huge rally. Anyway, yeah, what's going on, man? So Google, I guess they all missed. Looking at the numbers real quick. One of them was going really fast. I'm not sure which that was, but they're hanging in there. So I have to get some. I'll listen to like CNBC later, have them break it down for me. And I'll go through some of that BS. I don't really look at earnings like that and in the particulars. I just like looking at price action and kind of let someone else break down the fundamentals for me and see what's going on. But you can almost tell what's going to happen just by really studying the charts, in my opinion. So that's how I do it. I remember I used to be all into that. I had balance sheets and and I'm got calculators going on. This is before you could really Google almost anything. You couldn't get the numbers really. I used to be all into that. I used to have books on how to read the balance sheet and find it. Great companies, man. I would find some good companies and buy them. The stocks don't move. Listen, I don't care how great the company is. The stock is not going to move unless other people want to buy it. And that's when I kind of just ditched that effort of trying to find those kind of companies, because you want to make money, just buy what's hot, buy what's popping, buy what other people want, right? So you can sell it back at them at higher prices. If you buy something that's a gem that's no one wants, the price won't go up, regardless of what the balance sheet looks like, so you need someone to discover it. That is the Peter Lynch way of investing, to find those gems like that. And it does work, I guess, long term, super long term, but you got to wait. You finding them and you're waiting for the other institutions to find it and get on board, and then you was there first, but that's I kind of abandoned all of that, and just that's when I started to get into the charts and learn more that way, and I actually started making money. Is there a platform you read? Yeah, I'm reading. Thanks for joining, Muhammad. I am looking at Thinkorswim. That's what's got in the background. And what are we looking at right now? We got Apple stock right there. I'm on a minute chart right now. Close it like that. This is my trading platform. I have about 4 of them. Oh man, I have Thinkorswim, I have Tastyworks, I have Schwab, I have Fidelity. Right, so those are my trading platforms. My main one is Schwab. You said all the earnings, all the earnings from live. Are you saying all the earnings are live? I'm not sure what you're saying. Yeah, we was just looking at the pops and drops, and so far we're waiting on Apple. I'm pretty sure Apple's going to report at 4:30, and right now it's just gyrating. It's probably going to do. This is the one we really want to kind of just be in line. It's not a bad day today to change that. The monthly is not looking too bad. And the weekly, volume. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know about this one. It's kind of it's been going sideways. Today was a great day for it, but kind of sloping down and just kind of still just broke out a couple days ago, or a couple weeks ago, broke out of this little downtrend, bumping up against resistance. I don't know. And we just seen what Google did, and we see what Amazon did, and they're kind of on that retail side. Okay, Starbucks will miss a little. I'm gonna say they don't make it either. I'm gonna say they're gonna miss. If they do pop, if they do beat, it's gonna be a non-event, Let me see what these options are doing. And you could have sold some options. This is my guess. I'm making it official, right? So it's trading at 150.82. You know, maybe you could have sold this 152.50, sell a call spread here, or just sell that and then sell that, right, for $6. So they basically saying it's gonna move $6. Yeah, there it is. This is right here. If you can see this yellow MMM, that's the market makers move, and it's saying $6.80. I figured it out by just adding up the straddle. Is that the straddle? I always get them confused, the straddle and the strangles, whatever. But you go to the strike, says 150, and you can see the premium here, and then you see the premium here. You add up the two. That's what the expected move is going to be. You can also look for the week when you're looking at these Thinkorswim. This is the expected move right here for the week. It's $7.13. But remember, tomorrow, this includes tomorrow, right? So if you buy next week's option, it's basically saying the expected move for expirations next Friday is $9.11. Now that includes this week as well. So $9. So you know, if you're buying these calls and you're saying, yeah, you know it's gonna move, you don't really want to buy like way out of the money, or it's only expected to move $9. It doesn't mean that it can't, because there's plenty of times I've seen the market makers move wrong. They're the ones that get me in trouble, by the way. Let's say it says market maker move $6.80, right? We going into the close. It's already there. It's already moved about, say, $7. You're like, damn, it moved $7. That's the market maker move. It's it's not going nowhere. Let me go ahead and sell this out of the money premium here and get a couple little change. Next thing you know, the stock rockets and it goes right through it. And that's how I get in trouble messing around with that market makers move. But for the most part, it's kind of accurate. But it lost me money more than it makes me money. I can say that. Sure. Yes, sorry, you meant to ask if there's a platform you could read all the earnings from live rather than listen to individual calls. I don't know of one. That Bloomberg terminal. This is good. Tasty. Thinkorswim is good. I got all the news right here. Only thing is you can't see this particular what I'm looking at. I got all the news in front of me. I just got to type in the ticker and I got all the news. Or I could just go to the market news. I could pull up, say, SPY and look at all the news regarding basically all the stocks, and it'll pop up. And it's a great news feed. Yeah, even though I pulled it up, it's not talking about Amazon and Google. Yeah, I can't. Let me see if I can make you see this real quick. Hold on here. Let me see. Go to my desktop. There we go. Right. Go here. Okay. Right. So here's my news, right? And I got SPY. So if I go to Apple, let's go. Yeah, it's not out yet. Let's go to, say, Amazon. And it's got all the posted. It's a really tiny font. Now y'all know why I be squinting, right? See, it came out at 1601, which is 401 for the most part. And then you can read all the reported quarterly sales of 149.2 billion, which beat analyst consensus of 145 by 2%. This is a 8.58 increase over sales of 1.137 billion in the same period last year. So they made more money, but they did miss. Okay, 0.03 misses. Yeah, the estimate was 0.17 and they came in at 0.03, so they missed. And these keep dropping. And here, if I pull up Apple, we could just wait and you could see what's going to happen with Apple when it comes out. Put it here. And you could read the news stories as you click on the thing. But this be live, man. It just spits it out. Yeah. And I can actually just kind of keep it on this screen and we could just watch, wait for it to come out. But I like looking at just the movement of the stocks. It kind of tells me what goes on. And then I click on the screen So I would like to open up this window. Here's Apple. Let's pull up the minute chart so we can see it move. Come over here. All right, that's this gray area is the after hours area. It's kind of not really doing nothing. Open up my window over here. Close it up a little bit. And here's the news. That news window we was just talking about. Right here. So, and I'm kind of watch. So I'm looking at everything now, right? And just waiting, just waiting. While I'm doing this though, y'all can't see me. I can't see y'all. I like looking at, okay, it's coming out now. See, now you see it just dropped. Apple first quarter earnings estimate per share $1.88. And you can see it is the stock is going down. It's down $3. And look at this, just kind of scrolling them news. You can't go. That's why I couldn't read it before. It's just dropping. You know, it's news reports from several different news reporting agencies. Okay, Mac revenues are 7.74 billion. The America's revenue 40. Rest of Asia Pacific. Yeah, so they just dropping. Apple's, it just goes too fast. You just have to go through it. I'm trying to find here. Apple, this one. Apple has more than 2 billion active devices as part of growing install base. They're down $6 right now. Yeah. And Japan revenue is 6.76 billion. And you can look at this. The iPhone revenue is 65.78 billion. The America's revenue is 49.2 billion. Japan is 6. This company be making money. iPad sales is 9.396 billion, and you just kind of keep going through it, right? And they returned over 25 billion to holders in quarter one. Blah blah. Yeah, it's just dropping. And so I like Thinkorswim. You know, I don't know if the other platforms have a good news feed on it. Here, North America net sales were 49.27 billion versus 51.49 year over year. So the sales are down. Apple wearables revenues 13.482 billion. Stock is still down $6. Apple says now they have more than 2 billion active devices. I do not know what that number was before. They just say, "Oh, we got more than 2 billion." Well, what was it before? I don't know. You really have to follow Apple to kind of know these numbers. Europe net sales were 27.68 billion versus 29.74 year over year. So they down year over year in Europe. And this is why I thought they would go down. It's just because they're more of a consumer, right? It's like a store. It's like a Best Buy. You know what I mean? And they're selling stuff, and people don't have money like that anymore. And you know what? The phones still work. I don't need to, you know what I mean? When money is tight, you can spare on getting a new phone. Anyway, so Apple sales are expected to show first decline in nearly 4 years. That's from the Wall Street Journal. And Apple North America, so yeah, this is kind of coming from remember, it's different agencies, and it's kind of hitting the news feed. So I'm going to get everything for the most part. Apple sales shrink. Where did I just see that? Apple sales shrink as COVID disruptions in China slow production. Yeah. Wow. For the holiday quarter ending December, Apple had revenue of 117 billion, down 5% from the same quarter a year ago. Wow. It says Apple's 3-year streak of pandemic-induced sales and profit records has come to an end. Tim Cook says Apple production is now back where it wants to be. Production disruptions at Chinese manufacturing sites lasted through most of December. Okay, so the sales was down year over year, but now he's saying, we're the factories are up, so that's not going to happen. you know. I guess we can make phones again. I guess he was blaming that sales drop on the uh, the manufacturing. You know, Apple says now has 935 million paid subscribers. What? Wow. They almost got 1 billion paid subscribers. Apple makes some serious money, boy. They don't get anything from me, though. I don't think Apple has $1 from me ever. Not, it's just I don't buy their stuff. Anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna go back to my normal screen, which is here. Just there we go. So what do you think, man? Look at this down. Let me go back. I can't even see if y'all saying anything. Yeah, y'all not saying much. Y'all don't have any opinions? No opinions? Yeah, it doesn't look good. I mean, you know, I knew they was gonna miss. China coming back online will help. The Apple production will help, right? The production facility that will help. I think if tech starts to turn, I think they'll get their mojo back. But their streak of making money just kind of said come to an end. So I just think that's temporary, right? And one thing about them making phones and the stuff that they make, it could be a slowdown now, like you could slow it down, but it's eventually we all gonna need phones again, and then it cycles. You get that cycle again where everyone's buying phones, you know, especially if they come out with something hot. Now you just need it, and everyone needs it and needs to buy it. But yeah, so if it slows down, it'll come back, you know. So hey, you could scoop up Apple, you know, you can scoop them up. I don't usually buy Apple. But I never even mess with the stock. I don't know what it is about Apple, you know. Right now it's down, it's only down $6. It's not bad. It is down more than it made today. So it was up 5.39%, or $5, I'm sorry, $5.39. And it's down more than that, you know. So yes, it's down about $5, and I can't really, it's close. Let's see what they opened up at. Okay. Apple opened at, no, let me see where they closed yesterday. Apple closed at 145.43. Now it's trading at 145.60. So it's right there. It's giving up all the gains today. It's basically trading, zoom in, right there's the gap. So the gap is already filled. There it is. Sorry. Oh man, it's right here. It's trading right there right now. You know, so oh man, if I pull up the minute, I guess you could see it a little better. So here's where we opened, here's where we closed yesterday. Come on, right here. And you can see we're trading right there again. You know, so we're giving up all the gains, all the overnight gains, all the market gains in the day, and it basically filled that gap. And that's good. I'm gonna still say that that's good. I think we was expecting it. As long as I don't think it kills the rally. You know, it was only up 3.71%. Now, what we was talking about, if you remember my previous videos, I was saying I was concerned about Apple, and this is why a lot of this stuff be in the chart. I'm like, it just wasn't moving like the market was. Was it the other day? I can't remember the day. I mean, tech was up, like everything was up like 5%, and Apple was only up 1%. That really was telling you all you needed to know about what was going to happen with earnings. It just didn't have it. It was the opposite with Meta, right? The market was running and Meta was really outpacing it, you know. So you just saw it, you know, and so sometimes you're seeing the move before. You can almost see the way the stocks are reacting, and definitely compare it to other stocks that's in the same kind of area and see if it's kind of taking the bull by the horns and, taking control. But it was just like, it was just only going along because the tide was coming in. And that's what I didn't like. And that's what I was like, I don't know, it's just not feeling it. All the other stocks, but they was all right at resistance or slightly above. And you can see Apple didn't even really quite reach it. It was just, it needed a little bit more push. And now it's coming back down. So maybe it hits the backside of this trend line. Maybe it still goes sideways. I mean, look at this is the weekly, right? And just look how it's slowly going down. You know what? If all your money was in Apple and we went through last year, you did well. You didn't lose a lot of money, and you just, it's just slowly going down. Maybe I'll pull up a daily. Close this window right here, right? Just this zigzag here. Now it's just so maybe it hits here. Hopefully we don't go no lower. Hopefully it can hold. Here's some support right there. And hopefully we don't break that. If it does, we'll probably fill this triangle area, hit the backside of that triangle, that down slope, and we don't want to break that because that's the downtrend line. And then you got to worry. But look at how Apple, this is the daily, and it's just sitting here overbought. I'm sorry, up here. It doesn't mean much because you could be up here for a long time, but you got to worry a little bit. You had all of this, these guys, right? Can't draw them. All of this resistance area, right? These guys are selling the stock. It needed to get through all of this, right? It's a lot of stuff going on right here, right? All of these guys, and it's struggling. It's a struggle, but once it does, it'll be a little bit more smooth sailing going up. All right, so let me see what Amazon has looked like. Going up, they I can't remember, they 106, they down $6. They still hanging in there. Let's go to the minute. Let me see. They still kind of slowly sinking down in the after hours. I don't know what time the press conference is, but and let's look at Google, see what they are, and they kind of bounce, snapping back a little bit, right? So they it's 103.67. 4, 5, 6, 7, 4. They only down $4, but they was up $7 in the market, pre-market, in today's trading. So they holding on the gains. Amazon is barely holding on the gains, and Apple's losing the gains. And that is the trading day for today. Do you guys have anything you want me to talk about? And if you watch this in the once it's done, leave a comment and then I'll drop a video on it, man. So sorry, I wish I was a little bit more prepared, but we went through it, and I think for the most part, that's what I expected. I wish I would have liked to sell something above Apple's earnings, but I think that was the guarantee that it wasn't going to go higher, and the others. It was only really because it already ran. So if Amazon and Google is only up 1%, to say, they would be up, right? So, but they ran into that number, man. They ran yesterday, they ran today, and just to give a little bit back, it's no big deal. And Meta is still hanging on a little. Let me see. Pull up that real quick. Yeah, Meta is just hanging out, man. Ain't nothing to it. Closed at 188.77. It's down. It's 185.70. It's down $2. For $188 stock, that's nothing. Anyway, all right. So thanks for watching, y'all. Appreciate it, and we'll be back here tomorrow talking about the stocks you want to talk about and just what's going on. I'll usually probably just start with the SPY. We'll look at Amazon. We'll see what these guys trade at in the pre-market, right? So we look at Amazon, Google, things to change overnight, especially after they talk about the press conferences come out. So we talk about Amazon, Google, and Amazon, Google, Meta. No, Amazon, Google. What's the other one that just dropped? Okay, Starbucks was one, but that's not Amazon. Google, Apple. We'll talk about Amazon, Google, and Apple. Look at Meta again, see if it's going to continue the gains. And of course, always look at Tesla. I think that's the stock that it should have been part of FANG, right? One guy I watch calls it Tesla plus T, Tesla, FANG plus T. Anyway, but yeah, I think that needed to be in there somewhere. All right, so thanks for watching. I appreciate everyone. And I'll talk to you guys later, man. This is Dre, and I'm out.